We're live. Okay, hopefully we're live. Hopefully you can hear me fine. It might be a little echoey. There's not much in this room yet. I am just starting to put this together. I see sound coming out on my end, so hopefully someone can confirm. And I'm going to look right now at the bottom comments to see if you guys can hear me and see me okay. Jay Right Eye says we must talk QR codes. I would love to talk QR codes. Jake is talking, but doesn't know that he hasn't hit the live button yet. Can hear you just fine. Can you see me? Ready for wisdom. I got sound. Okay. All right. Then we're good. We're good. Rhonda Holland is here. Dan Johnson is here. My man, Dan Johnson is here. Great to see you. Les Mark is here. What a weird time, 7 p.m. I like this time frame. Tell me, too, if I sound echoey. I don't even know if you can hear. I don't have much in this room right now, so it's just echoing all over the place. But that'll be fixed soon. How is everyone today? Everyone's doing good, I hope. Love the later start time. I know this works for a lot of people. I actually like this time too. Thursday evening fun. Smash burgers for dinner, Jake for dessert, Macintosh Design says. Why am I getting a text right now? Okay. I didn't hit the thing. Lucy Brenton is here. Mike McLean says. And Daniel Lou says, sounds good. Lara with the big shout out last week. I got new shout outs too. Jerry Rodriguez is here. Good to see you. Les Mark says that yes, we can see me just fine. I am also streaming in 4K, so I hope it's coming through clear. I didn't realize that I didn't have the 4K streaming on last time. Tyler Calhoun is here. I'm waiting for your next card. Tyler Calhoun keeps pumping out them cards. I'm waiting for another one. Aloha, Lori Mooney and Scott Bodwell. Greg Batchelor's here. You need some pictures to get rid of the light echo. Yeah, I know. I didn't even have this set up like an hour ago. I had to throw this together quick. I had a different one and the light wasn't good. I don't know, so I threw this plant back here because it'll look really bad without the plant. Don't worry. It'll be good. All good next week. No, Erica, you did not miss the live show. Sarah's here. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah was just here a little bit ago, but she had to go home and tend to the kids. Feels strange this late. That's my man Mike, who's put out 9x12s. A lot of 9x12ers in here. I know it is weird because I'm used to doing it in the afternoon. So many good people here. Salmon says, Jake, I've been trying out the 9x12 postcard and have not made any traction in the last couple weeks. Not sure what to do. I've messaged businesses on Facebook. I've also called and go in person. Well, you're doing probably something wrong. If you can boil it down to, if you talk to 5 business owners a day, you will get results. You will have this card filled up. My first guess is that you probably aren't actually talking to business owners. You're talking to people, but you're not reaching actual business owners, and you got to do a better job of reaching business owners. Because if you talk to 5 business owners, at least one of them is going to be interested. So I bet you that's the problem. Now, if you're talking to business owners and you're getting specific responses that you're not able to handle or something, you could share that, and I'm sure we could definitely sort that out. Tyler's just about finished with one from May. Took a month off. Oh, you know what I want to talk about too is split extensions. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Because someone in our elite Facebook group had mentioned about like financing. And I got a bunch of emails of people saying, hey, I hear about financing business owners for like larger payments so they can afford it more. And I'm thinking that you guys might not know about my little technique called split extensions. So I want to make sure I talk about that today. Thea Bethel from South Florida, I believe that would be. Hey, Bulldog Palms is here. Thanks for helping my cards. Great to see you, and I'm super happy you're on here. My boy Mitch in Maine has got his specific 9x12 CRM. You guys probably know I'm a big, and shout out to Mitch, who's got the funniest shorts and TikToks. They're hilarious. But has built a 9x12 specific CRM. I'm a huge fan of Pipe Drive. I love Kanban style stuff. But hey, if you want to make something that's precisely for 9x12, use something that's precisely for 9x12. This would probably be the way to go. 4K is good, Earl says. Thank you. Thank you, Travis Johnson. Lara Cavalier is here. Wow. Oh, Mike McLean says still 4 away from trying to get that 9x12. Then go sell them 4 spaces. Just go out and sell them. Just go out and sell them. Les Mark with the super chat already. Let me do hang on. Let me do oh, I had did anyone put this in? Put where you live. I want to see where you guys live. Why can't I put my face up on here? How do I do that? I gotta put my face up here. Nope. How do I do this? Camera. There we go. Camera. Yeah, now you can see me. Okay. Still not totally with it there. I was going to run a contest. I'll do that in a minute. Pete from Sacramento. Ooh, Jerry's going to do the big 10,000 postcards. What did courtroom officer say? My biggest concern right now is I have 0 graphic design experience. That's what Canva's for. Use my Canva templates. 50-pack. They're going to look great. The Candace is here. The Brain Freeze boys. That's what I'm working on now, since custom printed goods business scaling might go Deco Network, but looking at Pipe Drive as well. I mean, I like Pipe Drive. Look, if what Mitch is building is great, 9x12 specific CRM. I am a person of simplicity, and I just love Pipe Drive. That's my thing. And if you don't, if you're just starting out and you're not sure what to do, Pipe Drive is so easy to use. Or you could use something like Trello or Airtable. Any of you guys use Airtable? I love Airtable for a lot of stuff. Rural Mississippi, the Candace is in. Mississippi. Brain Freeze boys in Buffalo. Oh, DRC had 1 sale today and 4 that have said email me more details. Oh, okay, all right. Jeremy Barlow says he got the 401 Glengarry leads all dialed into my emailer to sell my first card. He got the Glengarry leads. New Braunfels. I knew who that was. That was Tyler Green. The moment I seen that. Rookie Racer, my cards turned out great. Devil's Lake Speedway sold the card out in 6. That was a really cool card. I really like that. 6 hours. Sold in 6 hours. Holy crap. I love Trello. I use all my content is in Trello. So all my content, when I'm making videos and I'm putting ideas together, I just love that Kanban style. If you guys have never seen that, it's like this Japanese system of organization. I don't know, whatever, but it's if you see Trello or Pipe Drive, it uses it. It moves things from left to right. So that would be on this, I think, going that way on the camera, left to right. So you have things in this stage, and as they progress, you just move them over. I love that. To me, that is incredible. Play with Canva. Tyler said, just you want good designs, just play with Canva. Oh, Canva's incredible. Beautiful people, Ariel says. I love Canva. You can't go wrong using Canva. And I was using Adobe since 1998. That was the first time I used Adobe. I was 17 years old or 16 years old. So I've been using Adobe forever, and I love Adobe. But Canva, I went over to the dark side. I still use Adobe every day. There's still things that you got to do in Adobe that you can't do in Canva. But the things you can do in Canva are just so outstanding. Johnny Clark says he uses Trello for making grocery lists. Hey, Dan Volts. Man, not too much international, except this person way out there in Russia. Look at the United States. There's no one in Wyoming, no one in Idaho. Everyone's in the either California or the Southeast. Where's the rest of the U.S.? Caitlin Carlston is here. Mike McLean says he kept getting, because we were talking about Glenn Ross. Hey, what's a good sales movie? I'd put this up on text, but I'll waste time trying to figure that out. What's a good sales movie that you'd recommend? Or just fun to watch? You know, we were talking about Glenn Ross. That's a great one. You tell me your favorites, and let's do a little contest in the meantime. Well, we can see the names this time. Oh, Scott Meisner's there, but he didn't say hi. He's on here. Oh, he must have, because that's how the contest works. Let's see what we got here. Justin Luna, nice job. What are you going to win, Justin? Justin Luna is going to win. Oh, The Founder. I always wanted to watch it. I haven't seen that yet. I've seen a lot of clips of it. Tyler Calhoun just won. Wait. Oh, I ran it twice. Okay, you guys both won. Tyler Calhoun and Justin Luna. Let's see what you both win. I got to go to the next screen. Whoops. Hang on. I'm not hitting the right buttons. Tyler Calhoun and Justin Luna. What are you guys going to win? You guys are going to win. Ooh, that's a beautiful package. I love this product. Secrets to High Response Postcards. You're going to love this. Just email Zoe at printingforsupercheap.com. Let's see what, and she'll send you the Secrets to High Response Postcards. I love that one. Let me see what you guys recommend for sales. Motivational, historical. Oh, Scott Meisner is here after a little pickleball. I saw your name on there. It's great to see you, Scott. It's amazing to see you. Justin Luna, I'm just getting started, but what do I do when a lead wants a sample? How about this, Justin? You won the Secrets to High Response Postcards, but that might be a little too advanced for what you need right now. And I don't want to overcomplicate things for you. That's kind of a little more advanced thing, and it's geared towards solo postcards. So if you want to email and say, I won, Jake said I can have a sample pack, Zoe's going to just email Zoe at printingforsupercheap.com. Someone can write her email in here. I can't do it right here. And I'll get you a sample pack. You're just starting out. You won. Let's do it. Canva is a rock star. What were these movies? Oh, Dan was saying, like, what Adobe? I'm not sure what if you want to restate that about Adobe, I'd be happy to answer. Cody Woods, about to have my first card off the print next week. Of course, I'll be using Printing for Super Cheap. I can't wait to print that card, Cody. I can't wait. Also have a car dealership that wants all of their print to go through me. Oh, I love that. What's crazy about this is that could be a lifetime of income for you. That could be 20 plus years of income. Just that one deal. Could be mailers, could be business cards, could be flyers and brochures and magnets and all sorts of presentation folders, contracts. So much that a car dealer could do. That one relationship could last you decades. I've been doing this since 2011. I have so many clients that were my first clients, first customers. I didn't even know what I was doing. I literally didn't even, some of them talked me into it. That's how I started selling print. I was talked into it. I was selling right down the road from me here, actually, from my office. I was selling spaces on my 9x12, and the guy, he had an IT, he was an IT guy, and he had just opened a computer shop. And he goes, I don't think I want to do this right now, the advertising. He goes, but why aren't you selling me brochures? He told me that, and I didn't know how to, I'm like, yeah. Because he's like, obviously you can do the printing. Why aren't you selling me brochures? I really need brochures. And that's where I knew, oh crap, I better be selling printing too. Still a customer. So many customers I've had since I very first started. And I want to see you have that too. And everyone. Kevin's in Massachusetts. He's here. A pro veteran 9x12. What we got? Boiler Room. Oh, Lori's in Idaho. Good. Add that to the map. Boiler Room is a great one. You guys seen Boiler Room? Let's do another contest here while we talk about these shows. Oh, where? How many people we got? Oh, see, we got more people. Okay, we got people over here in these middle parts of the state. It does exist. Oh, we got someone in like the Dominican Republic, maybe. Is that what that is? Oh, Puerto Rico. All right. Ariel Truth Seeker, you in Puerto Rico? The Boricua. Where's this person up here? Who's up here? How do I look at this? I don't even know. Oh, Erica McClellan's over in Russia. I didn't know you were living in Russia now, Erica. Oh, this light. Hang on, I gotta fix this because this light I think is. The problem is now I have natural light up here, and so it's not. Let me see. I'll turn up the ISO on the camera more if it gets too dark. But now I have natural light, so now I can't control it as good as I could before. I gotta get used to that. Eric is over there in Russia. Jesus Christ. Lucy said Boiler Room, that's a great movie. Jeremy Barlow, are you in here? I guess you won. Here, let's do another one. Yeah, the Wolf of Wall Street, great movie. There's one that I wonder if anyone's gonna mention, and I love it. It's a great movie. Wait, let me think. There's two. There's a really great one, sales movie. I don't know if there's another one other than the ones that are mentioned. Maybe someone's in Minnesota. Silly Penguin is. Tommy Boy. Oh, Kirk. My man Kirk is here. Yeah, Tommy Boy is. Yeah. Isn't The Office? I never watched The Office, but I've seen lots of clips, and that's kind of a sales-related thing, right? American Mailbox Mailer. You were a big winner, too. What you guys winning? Jeremy Barlow and American Mailbox something. Oh, you won the entire course. The entire 9x12. You won the big boy. Holy crap. Let's do some more shout-outs. Let's do some shout-outs. Then we'll do some more contests, too. I had to shout out Dan Johnson again because I accidentally had him in New York last time. Now I'm getting even fancier. Me and Zoe, shout out to Zoe for putting these together. She does a great job. We put the states on there. Hopefully I got the states right. I was telling Dan, I was just getting coffee in the morning, and some guy with a southern accent, he goes, I hate New York. He goes, man, I hate New York. And I was like, oh, Jesus, this is someone from another state. And I'm like, he was complaining. I said, what state you come from? He goes, oh, Oklahoma. I'm like, oh, Jesus. He goes, I'm only here for work. He goes, I hate it here. He says the Marlboro Reds. He goes, they're so expensive. He said they're $6. A pack of Marlboro Reds, they're $6 in Oklahoma. I said, where in Oklahoma are you? Are you near Tulsa? He goes, OKC. It took me a second to figure that was Oklahoma City. He said, I can't wait to get back. He had like a week or two left. Shout out to Dan Johnson, Kearney, Oklahoma. Mario Alvarez says, when prospecting, should I try to stay in one area only in the city? Oh, now I would, dense city areas, you actually want to go out into the suburbs. Even though you might be targeting businesses that are in the city, you really want attractive areas where they're going to want to reach people, primarily homeowners. This is primarily suburbs, not apartment buildings. So I would focus on really nice parts of a city because that'll open up all the home improvement. Almost every big city, it doesn't matter how big the city it is, all home services are going to reach almost always going to reach the entire city. So you're going to want to hit the areas that everyone will want to reach. That will open up all home services for you, which are going to be a big part of your card. Jeremy Barrow says, I've had chicken riggies and tomato pie. Yeah, that's you've definitely been here because that's what we got. And Half Moons and Utica Greens. Better Call Saul for sales. I've seen some clips of that. Looks like a good show. Who else we got on here? We got Jessica Rocio on her second card in Cape Coral, Florida. Nice job there. Second 10K. We got Ron Meadows in Greensburg, Indiana. Look at that. That's a very luxurious looking card. That looks nice. I like how that looks. Oh, it's a tattoo ad too. Better get yourself a tattoo on the discount. Michael Houlihan. I want to say we shouted Michael out last week, but he's getting a double shout out apparently. Unless we messed it up. We put the state wrong. So now I got the right state. Hopefully you're on there, Michael, with your beautiful family. Now I remember that. Gainesville, Georgia. We had it some other state for some reason. Nice job. Nathan Wyatt in Meridian, Idaho. Beautiful. I like the name of that, Meridian. Great looking couple there. Hi, Heidi Baylor. Good to see you. Julian Oh, Lucy Brenton called. That was the one I was wondering if anyone was going to say. Pursuit of Happiness. And you spelled it right. What a great movie. What a great movie. That was the one I was wondering if anyone would say. Pursuit of Happiness. Hi to you, Kirk, too. Kirk, one of my star sales people. Kirk and Leanne. Hit up Kirk and Leanne. Any questions you want on direct marketing postcards. They're my outstanding sales staff here. Kirk is the man. Me and Kirk go way back. Justin Luna 1. Yeah. You excited? Pursuit of Happiness. Yep. A couple people said that. Yeah, Tommy Boy, Lucy said too. Indian Trail, North Carolina. J. Right Eyes says congratulations. Tyler Calhoun 1. Yep. I'm a little behind on these comments. I'm going to speed them up. On your printing website, H15 says I'm a little confused. Can't find them by 12. They're there. They're under sell sheets, but actually I have special discounted pricing. You're going to want to reach out to me. Just hit me up on email. I'll give you the discounted rates. Erica McClellan said it too. I guess you guys are smarter than I thought. Lars Mullen says, hit that like button. Please do. I'm going to catch up on these comments. Wolf of Wall Street. Yep. The secret to my success, Eric Johnson says. I never heard that. I starred Caitlin Carlston. Sorry, Caitlin. Tongue-tied there. I starred that because I'll get back to that. Matt McClure with the first card. Yeah. We got to throw you on there. Are we putting you on a shout out? Did Zoe ask? We might have missed that. How'd we miss you, Matt? Joseph Proctor is here. My man, Joseph Proctor. Wolf of Wall Street, a lot of people say. Ooh, Skate with Janine says hello from South Florida. So excited that my first sale on my 9x12, thanks to Jake who gave me the confidence to sell. Well, I am so proud of you, and I know you kind of came out a couple months ago into my inbox there, and I am so excited to see you getting a card coming out. Man, I'm so happy to hear that. Talus is here. Johnny Clark, just wondering when I'll receive my cards. I couldn't answer that right this moment. I was gone almost all today. I had to go to Rochester for a pediatric doctor. So let me write that down so that you don't have to be waiting too much longer. I'm not really sure where we're at in production. I can never get your name right. I mean, you're one of my best followers here. Didn't realize. I know people don't think that. They think it's just me. They literally think it's just me. And I would venture to say almost every plus YouTuber like that has any traction has a team behind them. It's almost impossible to be just you with the stuff going on. But we have production. I mean, I have 13 employees. Yeah. And I'm actually, for the revenue that we have and the size of the business, we probably should have 30. You know, I did that math just recently. I probably should have about 30 employees. So we're 13 of us doing the job of 30. A lot of that is because I have really good systems. They're not perfect, but I have good systems and processes. And plus, I'm involved more than I should be. So I'm probably doing the job of 3 or 4 people myself. But every single person here does the job of 2 or 3 people. You know, you could have a very bloated company and have 2 to 3 times our employees and be doing the same thing. So I think we run a pretty efficient operation. I would say that we're just slightly drowning every day. You know, that's kind of where we're at. We're not treading water. We're drowning a little bit. So I could probably use a couple more people strategically. But then I have summer staff coming in, so that'll alleviate the slight drowning. Tommy Boy. Another, yeah. I didn't even think of Tommy Boy, and I love that. I love that movie. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Why don't we? I'm gonna put that on there. We gotta watch Tommy Boy again. Tommy Boy is so funny. Ralph Berenix in Wapakoneta. Pretty sure I'm saying that right. Wapakoneta. Nice job, Ralph. Just fresh off this 9x12. Great job. Great picture there too. I don't know if he's on here live right now, but that great looking card over there in Ohio, right? Wapakoneta, Ohio. And Caitlin Carlston was waiting to shout you out there. Beautiful family. Look at that family. I should have upscaled the picture a little bit better, but that's what happens when you don't upscale them. They'll be looking fuzzy. But you guys look great over there in Iowa. Nice looking card. Great job, guys. Lance Thomas in Loveland, Ohio. I think Rob Smith might be from Loveland. I can't remember. He's from somewhere around there. Nice job. Look at that. We got Peace, Love, and Little Donuts. Look how that stands. Look at the headline on the poop scooper one. Never pick up poop again. That is a great head. That is great. Look at that ad. Stands right out. You know exactly what that's for. Great job. Outstanding job, Lance. Outstanding job. Incredible job. Matt McClure in Fairport, New York. Great looking family, great looking card, great looking ads. Who else we got? Sarah Walston in Montana. Everyone looking so good. That's a cool looking card too. I like that background. Isn't that nice? Isn't that looking nice? Here, I'll leave it on there and I'll look up some more comments. Hopefully it's not too... the comments, hopefully you can still read them. Oh, you don't just take... He's responding. John Peters has an idea. Shout out to John Peters. But I don't know if it's feasible. A business card that folds open has a 9x12 template with the prices on the inside. You could. Definitely. Once you get your branding down, you get your business going, yeah. That's not a bad idea. John Zeich from Lone Star from Texas. Deion Daniels is here. Nice to see you. Usually you're an afternooner, but you're here in the evening. Hello from Utah, Elizabeth Wickham says. Boiler Room, yep, that is a great one. I got to watch that one again. Barry says you remind me of some actor, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. Ed says I said that pretty good. Which one was that? Wapakoneta? Or Puerto Rico? He's in South Carolina, but wish he was in Puerto Rico. I got to scroll through these comments because I'm behind. Tiffany Garton can vouch for Jake's brochure. I know you were worried about your brochures where you're like, I don't know if these are going to print okay. I'm going to do a beautiful job on them. Just had a road rage person throw something out their window and hit my windshield. Oh, I'm going to pull over. TV show Property Brothers, killer strategy that is 1,000x easier now. Property Brothers, okay? I like that show, the Property Brothers. Glengarry Glen Ross. Did you get your dual screen thing figured out? No, but I want to put them right here because I knew I was renovating the space and I wanted to put two of them right here to my left, and then have something else and have two of them there. Now I got the stands. I could go by the TV. I don't know. Erica says mail order bride. She's a mail order bride. When are you decorating space? Hey, if you got some suggestions, send them my way because I'm in the thick of it right now. Margin Call. Ooh, I don't know that movie. I know what a margin call is. I've never been margin called because I'm not an options trader as much as I'd love to trade options, but I know I'd get into it and I'd be blowing a ton of money. I try to stay away from that. The goods. Yeah, I've heard of that. What is that the one where is that the one where, oh, this movie's hilarious if that's what I think it is, where they're this car salespeople and they're like recruited to save this car dealership that's dying. That was so funny. And it's like this just degenerate group of people and they sell, and it's got the guy from the Chow from The Hangover. Is that the movie I'm thinking of? If that is, that's so funny. Catch me if they can. Tin Men. Yes, I was wondering if anyone else would say that. I'm surprised Kirk Hills didn't say that. Tin Men. That was the other one. How do we point where we are? Oh, just put your, look, I can do it. How do I do it? I can do it right here. I can do it right here. See, you can see where you guys are, where you guys have put, you just put your, where you live, and I can see it all. Look, I can see where every one of you are. Oh, so there. Who's in this middle part? Oh, I can even scroll in. I didn't realize that. Oh, I can see just where you guys are. Who's over here? Who's this little jerk right here? Who is it? Who's this little jerk? Ooh, who's in Mississippi? Oh, the Candace, see? Where is she? Okay, let's go right into her house. Let's Google satellite view it. What if you zoomed in and you just see her looking at the computer and she waves or something? That would be crazy. Look at me spying on every single one of you. Which one of you's over here? Which one hit the didn't hit the like button? That's why I'm going to set a filter. Which one didn't hit the like button? And I can shame you. Jeremy Johnson in Knoxville. Oh, someone's over here in Tasmania or where? Melbourne. They didn't even have the courtesy to say hi. Who is that? Who's in Melbourne? It takes a while to get the signal over there. It doesn't. It's too Australian. Someone's in New Zealand. Wolf of Wall Street. Who is it? Luis Neves. He's all the way in New Zealand right now. He's traveling everywhere. Yeah, the founder. Suckers. Everything Must Go with Will Ferrell. I don't know that one. Pain Hustlers. I don't know that one. How much is it to join the Facebook group? It's an easy $44 a month. That's all it is. And you get a bunch of content. You get cheaper printing. You better sign up. Pay that piper. Sister Act? I remember that movie, but I don't remember it being a movie about sales. EDDM Tools, Will Bradwell popping in to say hi. Congratulations, everyone who's getting shout outs. I still have some more. I know I need a crazy backdrop. Trust me, this is just for today. I know I do. I know I do. You don't know how bad I know I do. May card is almost full. Nice job. Bruce Roga is here from the Ninth Island, right? Moneyball. Most of these movies teach old school pressure. Yeah, but that's what's fun, right? That's what's just fun to watch. It's just fun to watch that. I learned that the hard way coming from residential sales, that I could be very high pressure. Not proud of that looking back, but I tried to do that in the business-to-business world, and it didn't work. There were a lot of concepts that I had to adjust and finesse, but there was, oh my God, the high pressure stuff does not work B2B. There's a lot that carries over, but you have to adjust it because it does not work. John Zyke says, I like the state image suggestion. Thank you. Oh, no one's in Papua New Guinea. I didn't know if I was. Where's the shout outs? Let me go back to these shout outs. I've been doing my leads research. I've been amazed by the number of businesses owned by the same person. Yeah. South Bend, Indiana, checking in. What wasn't spelled right? I didn't see what wasn't spelled right. Berkshire, did I misspell something? Berkshire Neighbors in North Adams, Massachusetts on the third card. Great job there. Berkshire Neighbors. Tyler Bouchard, my boy Tyler Bouchard and partner, Davenport, Florida. Looking great with the Davenport local. The best barbecue in Davenport. Now you know where to go. Joshua Polche, who I didn't shout out last week or maybe I was too quick to maybe he came in after I did the live show. Can't remember, but I think he's on his fourth. It might be his fifth. I can't remember. But he also did a bunch of flyers too. Can't remember how many we printed, but he has been crushing it. Joshua Polche has been crushing it with a different format too. He's got a vertical layout. He is doing so much. And Stephen Bailey. Oh, I didn't put the third. Stephen's on his third card. Third or fourth card. Outstanding job, Stephen Bailey. That was the interview where I had my daughter because my wife didn't come home or whatever, so I had to go grab my daughter and take her with me to the office and do the podcast with her sitting on me. And Dorn and Lucy Brenton. What a crazy picture of Dorn here, but it's like some wild. What's that? Where the guy invaded the remember when he invaded the TV and he broadcasted himself? It's probably who it was. It's probably Dorn. Dorn and Lucy Brenton. I didn't get to grab a picture of their car. And I think Zoe's driving back from Nevada, and we couldn't find the artwork quick enough. But I did not want to leave these fabulous two out because they have an amazing card, 5,000 pieces, which I think they said was already getting great results. Great job, guys. I think that's all the shout outs this week that I could put together. A few people didn't want to get shouted out, but outstanding group of people. Nice job, everyone. Catching up on these comments. Bruce N says he's got 17 prospects for his card, 12 businesses looking for print. That is not Vistaprint. Nice. You're going to be their new dealer. Jeremy Barlow's aunt used to live in Meridian. Ed Jr. Online is here. Great to see you. Marlo Johnson, great to see you. We're just shouting people out. We're talking about sales movies. So what's your favorite sales movie? We had Pursuit of Happiness. We had Tin Men, The Goods, Tommy Boy, Moneyball, Glengarry Glen Ross, The Founder, Boiler Room. Oh, Bruce says, I also got one city official and one state official that wants me to do all of his print for his next election campaign. Get that political money. Get that political money. Thea Bethel says, how many emails can I send? Oh, I'm not an email pro. I wish Monica was on here because she's the real pro. But there are other people with way more experience over email than me. I don't know that, and I'm not a pro at email prospecting, so I don't want to tell you something, especially like that, and get you into trouble. The Big Kahuna. I don't know if I know that one. We're smart enough to follow you. We're all a bunch of idiots, huh? You guys ever hear The Idiot Wind? That's a great song by Bob Dylan. Anyone ever heard that song? It's fantastic. It's an amazing song, The Idiot Wind. Who else has heard that song? What a great song. Lilino says, I'm still stuck trying to find the right route so I can get them matched with businesses that might be interested. I would say if it's in your budget, join the elite group. Pay the piper, join the elite group, and get in the Facebook group, and we'll all help you out. I think that would be a really quick way of doing it. But I would just generic advice. But if it's not in your budget, that's fine too. You know, I don't want you spending any money that you don't need to. You just want to, as a local marketer, I think it would be really good if you just got familiar with your area. You know, look around, drive around, look on Google Maps and say, what are the nice neighborhoods? Ask ChatGPT, what are the areas that if you were a deck contractor or you were a swimming pool installer, where would you want to target? What are the nice suburban neighborhoods? They might be gated communities. They might be areas of town that is the nice area. Those are the areas you want to reach. That's the simplest advice. Robert Sales Samples should be here Monday. Can't wait to get started. Why can't they come tomorrow? Been working for months. Tough going in my city. I wonder what's going wrong there. It shouldn't take you months. Shouldn't take you months. Pursuit of Happiness. That's right, Deanna. I didn't think anyone was going to get that one. Doty Chiropractic wants to design a card with you. I know. We need to do that. I love hearing from you, Michael. First time watching Tyler Bouchard. Oh, Tyler Bouchard with the big shout out. Excited for his first 9x12. Glengarry Glen Ross. Air was pretty good. I don't know that one. How do I order a sample pack? HighResponseMarketing.com/samples. I received the response when I reached out regarding pricing. We forgot to mention a sample. Just send another email. I'll send you a link. Any of us will. Eshe says he's from Ghana. Well, we'll have to check and see if Ghana shows up on the map. Jerry Maguire is a good movie about sales. Selling the Kwan. I don't know. I never saw that movie. American Mailboxes, walk us through your facility. You know, it's funny because I have any staff? I don't think I have any staff at all that would want to be on camera. I don't think I have even one that would really want to be on camera. And I've asked some and they just don't want to be. They don't want to be on camera. and I'm not going to be that kind of person that puts people on film or whatever that doesn't want to be. Yeah, a tour. I would like to. I mean, there's a few things I can't. There's a few things I can't do, but I would like to. And you can actually go. There's some videos where I have shots in different parts of my building and stuff, but I've never done a proper tour, and part of that is no one wants to be on camera. My staff doesn't. Most of them don't even really know what I do on YouTube. Kirk watches them, but Leanne, I don't think Leanne watches my YouTube. I don't think Andre doesn't watch my YouTube. Gianna doesn't watch my YouTube. I don't know if anyone really watches. I don't know if any of my staff really grasp that I'm even on YouTube. I think they think maybe I just go on here for fun, but they don't really think. I don't know where they think we get all the business from. I don't know. They just kind of do their jobs, and I don't. So it's like, I know YouTube, like you guys know me from YouTube, but that's even to my staff. They don't. I'm just Jake, their boss. Like, I think they just think I pull these customers out of thin air. I don't know. It's real weird. It's funny. Tin Men, yep. Caitlin says my 4th overall card. Second 9x12. 2 on the way for June. Yeah, you had the little ones, the 6.5x9s too. Those were cool. Wolf of Wall Street. Grow with Anna Beck says I priced my large space. Anna Beck has a card out too. And $9.97 for 10,000. Oh, I have to talk about split extensions. I've been offering 20% off for a 12-month contract. Is that? No, that is. Oh my God, that is 20%. You could even go 25% and be totally fine. 20% off, 100% fine. 100% fine. Matthew Strout says, so cool that you're on in the evening. I think I'm just going to rotate it. Next week will be afternoon, then the next week will be evening. All the cards are looking good, Dion says. How could someone without their own business monetize an M3? It's a question that comes up a lot. I would personally try to work something out with another business, whether that's a pay-per-call thing where you could set up a pay-per-call, and set up a tracking number on a phone or something like that. That would probably be the best thing, but you try to work something out with a business. I wouldn't put affiliate offers and stuff. They tend to never work. Spend Local says, I texted you that mini PC. It'll definitely work with that version of Windows. Yeah, the only thing was that listing looked real sketchy, and I'm not totally 100% confident of putting my information in this thing with 2 Google reviews or 2 Amazon reviews, and it's from this sketchy place, and it's like a $50 computer, and I'm going to put in information that I'm just a little sketched out by that, by having a computer, Windows computer that's going to have, my Windows login or something, and it's some weird so I'm hesitant. I'm just saying I'm hesitant about that, because I don't care. Like a $400 computer, like a bare bones, halfway semi-decent laptop or something, I'll buy. I'll spend $400 or $500 max on a laptop just to run these monitors. It would be great to just spend $50, but I'm okay buying some weird Dell thing or something, whatever the brands. I'm a Mac user now. I don't pay attention to the Windows. Jake, I was at Walmart and took pictures of what you need for the dual screen. It's like $20. Maybe. That's what Doran Brenton told me too. I know I got to do it. Yes, that's the movie, Tiffany said. That was so funny, that movie. That was so funny. All right, can I talk about the road rage lady was crazy. She cracked. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm laughing about that. That's terrible to hear. You should buy a dash cam. I should buy one too, because there are some crazy drivers. I am so sorry. I hope your insurance covers. Something funny. I was in my early 20s, and I was seeing a movie, and I came out. My car was smashed out, all smashed apart and broken. The window was broken, and someone stole everything. Someone stole my fragrance collection. I'm an avid fragrance collector since I was, I don't know, in my teens, and I had a bunch of them in my car, and they stole them all. But the funny story, real quick, is it was the winter. It was like November, December, something, and I didn't have quite enough money to replace this. What's it called? The window, the passenger side. It was the passenger side window, and I had to drive every single day 15 miles on a busy highway to work in the early morning, and I literally drove it every day, every morning and back in winter temperatures with a wide open window, freezing cold, so cold. And I did this for like a month. Like, it was the winter, so it wasn't raining, so I didn't have to worry about that, but it was so cold. And then I finally had enough disposable income to repair the window. So I called the window repair guy, and he came to my apartment, and he replaces it. And he's just like, yeah, I just need to sign here. And I'm like, well, how much is this thing? It's got to be a couple $100. He's like, nah. He's like, your insurance is. I'm like, what? He's like, it's covered under your insurance. It's not. It's free. I just drove like for 2 months every day. It was free. I didn't have to pay nothing. Man, it was so cold. It was so cold. Just imagine getting up at like 7 a.m. and just driving down a super busy highway in the middle of upstate New York winter, and no window. The window was totally wide open. You just want to die. And it was free the whole time. So hit that like button. Anthony says, I've been following your content for the past week, had an idea for the same business and came across your content. Oh, that's cool. I learned all I needed. Cannot thank you enough. Oh, man, thank you. Started prospecting. Got 1 client so far. Well, next week you better have like 10 more. That is amazing. Oh, someone's in Fargo. I'll check. DRC says it's not picking you up in Alaska. Let's see. Let's see if I can... Whoops. Let's see if I can, oh, I don't want to run that. Let's see, Alaska. Someone's in it. No one's in Alaska, according to this. No one's over in this part of the world either. Just the U.S. I guess because it's late. Because it's really late in the U.K. No one else over there. Oh, someone's in Colorado. Julie Clegg's in Colorado. I'm going to see right where you live, Julie. I'm going to find right where you live over there in Denver. I'm going to be zooming right in there. You're right in the park. What are you, streaming from the park? Freaking homeless? Tent? Peace pipe or something? What? Oh, we got Houston. Someone's over there in Houston. Oh, that we know who that is. We know who's in New Braunfels. We looking up your house, checking it out. Oh, that's too good. Someone hit the like button 100 times. That's my boy Dion. Okay, let me talk about Split. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I'm the only person in the world that can say toy boat 5 times fast. I've never met someone who could say that. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. I'm the only person. I've never met someone else that could say that. I don't have any problem saying it. Use a green screen. Yeah, green screens don't look that great. I'll make an epic backdrop. And I still have my old set. I have multiple sets. I still have the other set with the green and the pictures in the back. Does the Facebook group discount apply to non-buy? Yes, it's the elite pricing. Joshua Polchat just gave you a huge shout out, man, with that nice new layout that you had. Johnny Winchester, 10,000 sent out in Southwest Florida. All but one company got leads. Proof. Yes. Oh, Sarah Licht with a new postcard design. I never found out. Is it Lisht? I think it's Lisht, but it might say Lit. I don't know. Could be Lit, Licht, Lisht. I think Lisht would be the proper, probably Dutch or German, I would assume. It's got to be one of the two, but I don't know. Chat GPT it. We can do a vertical format. Yeah. I really want to. Sharkanti's here. I thought your live notification was a mirage. No, I'm live tonight. I'm live tonight. New Jack City. I've never seen that. I know that's a classic, but I've never seen it. Scarface. Remember Blow? That's a really good movie too. Blow. Oh, Paul, the Hangry Neighbor postcard is a second 9x12. Oh yeah. Scott Bodwell's in the elite group. That's incredible. ×2. Headed your way tonight. I can't wait to get that. I may be moving to 11x14. I know you got the flyers too. I did a big shout out for you. Joshua Polche, man. You're doing so good. Oh, Sharkanti wants to share a win. Regardless of your political parties, follow the money. I just made close to 5K on DTF very bigly and no dictator t-shirts. Very bigly? Is that a Trump saying? I've never heard that one. Bigly. It sounds like something Donald Trump would say. And no dictator t-shirts and UVDTS stickers. Perfect audience was the recent protesters. Oh man, I love riding them trends. I love that. I swear I'll print any. I don't care. I mean, to a degree, but I will print a Biden, a Trump. I'll print whatever. I don't care. We just did one for MAGA mowers. It was like get your MAGA mowing done or something. I really don't. I'll print whatever. To a degree. Can you explain the difference between the 9x12 postcard mastery and elite group? Well, the 9x12 postcard mastery is a course. It's my A to Z 5-volume course. Soup to nuts, step-by-step course. And then there's the Facebook group, which is part of the membership. You get a bunch of products. You get pretty much anything I release that you'll get as I release it. So if you're a member and I release something, 99% of the time you get it for free. And you get discounted printing rates. So it's just kind of like two different things. Print up a poster for every YouTube customer with their picture in the 9x12 to illustrate what you're doing with the platform. I used to have way back. I've been doing these lives on and off, but 2017, you can go back. I used to do them on Facebook, so I didn't do them on YouTube, but I did them on Facebook. If any of you remember, it might have been 18. I think it was 17. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2017. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it was 2017. And I had a handwritten sign. But what was like? Oh, I had I had a bunch of 9x12 postcards as my background. I had a huge wall of them, of 9x12 postcards, if anyone remember that. Scott Meisner says, the first for me, sold an ad while listening to your live show. You're double duty in it. Great job there, Scott. People are loving the large size. Yeah, that's great doing that contract 12-month, 20% off totally. Bruce says, how do we go about having you fulfill? Just shoot me an email. We do it every single day. Every single day. Raspberry Pi. See, I don't know how to use a Raspberry. I reached out to someone I knew and they didn't get back to me. Oh, it's Vlad. Your non-branded samples helped me secure $1,400 worth of slots on my first card. Oh, that's so good to hear. Oh, that's amazing. Scott don't want to see his lady friends. I have a lot of ladies that work here a lot. Shout out about you. My wife told me today. She goes, most other like partners wouldn't let you work with because she trusts me. We have a great relationship, 100% tribe, but 100% faithful, 100%. Because I be working with, I got all girl. It's all girls. I mean, most of it's girls, but we just joke about it. Not that I have anything we have guys too, but a lot of girls. You got to trust your partner. You just got to trust your partner. I always tell her I got to put the tracker on, see which side hoe she's bringing to the house. Check the cameras. Curve back in the day. I did, of course. I work Curve Crush. My favorite way back, as a teen. Actually, the first fragrance I ever smelled was Preferred Stock. Every now and then I'll smell it again, and it takes me back to way, way, way back. And it was Aqua Velva. You guys remember that Aqua Velva? That's like my earliest scents that I can remember. And actually, my grandfather had a High Karate fragrance that I haven't smelled that in a long time, but I have a vague recollection of it. It's so funny that you can smell a scent that goes way back, and I've always been a pretty big fragrance fan, but it can take you back to another time and stuff. But I love CK1 was really my favorite as a teenager was CK1. There's a bunch. Polo Sport was another common one. A Curve, Polo Sport, CK1 when you're going real far back. No window in upstate New York. It was crazy. Oh, Michael Kerr said, I'm just getting into fragrances. Well, I think that if you're just getting into them, you might want to just bite the bullet and get Creed Aventus or Silver Mountain Water. But I'd probably go with Aventus because it's just, it's a little overrated, but it deserves that. It's just an incredible scent. Aventus is really, really like, you can't be not into fragrances and not have into fragrances and not have that. It's expensive. Silver Mountain Water is also really good, but you should probably just bite the bullet and get that. Sauvage, Sauvage EDT is a great one. That's not too expensive. YSL is good. And scents are different on different people. Some people like heavier stuff. I'm not a big heavy scent person. Lamal is really good. The classic Lamal. I think that's a great one too. What's Paul is shouting out his friendly competition. Syracuse is a big city. You got plenty of room. Aaron Bush, that's the man right there. He's putting out tons of cards. You're putting out a bunch of cards. Syracuse has a lot of room. Memphis, Tennessee. You are a legend, Sarah said. Julie said that's not even close to where. Well, you be up in that park right now. If you're homeless, I'm just kidding. I know you're not homeless, but that's where it says you were. Yeah, I was driving with that broken window on my 98 Honda Civic with the stripe on it. You remember that, Kirk? You remember my Honda? We had a rep accidentally lower the top of his LeBaron in Bainbridge and it got stuck. He had 2 feet of snow in it by the man. I remember when I first started, Kirk used to be my old boss, and now he's working for me, semi-retired. I remember when I was a newbie, there was a kid, Bernard. That's funny about he drove a snowmobile. You might remember that. It was a huge snowstorm, and he had a lead like in Boonville or something. He just drove his snowmobile out there. Brought his bags and everything. Licked. Okay. Light. All right. That's like ish. I know some people say ish and then some people say ich. So it's probably like different German types. Dragonhead Craftworks is here. Nice. Ken here. Oh, okay. In Florida. Sending info about landscaper, but nice. Johnny Clark says you mentioned someone who sold their 9x12 business. Well, he didn't get as much as he wanted. A couple 100,000. So I think that was probably, he probably could have gotten more, but he just wanted that. It was during COVID. So he was just ready. He already had an advertiser that was paying him monthly, and he was making, if I recall right, I think it was $17,000 a month profit that he was making off one advertiser on solo mailers. And he said, you know what, I'm just going to ride this out, and sold his 9x12 business during COVID. So COVID screwed with that up. But there's a lot of people who've sold their 9x12 business. I couldn't speak to what their multiples are, but I'm printing, there's a good amount of people every month that are, they bought the 9x12 business from someone else. So I was originally printing with someone else, and then they sold it, and now it's the new people. It was a good handful of people every month. You should create a movie. Believe it or not, I wanted to be a filmmaker, and I did make a movie, but I will never show it on here. And it's crazy. It's wild. It is wild. But yeah, I did actually make a movie. What did Sarah Walson says, catch the rest. Let me talk about, Fluff and Fold. I had you on here. Zoe put you on here. That's my man, Charles. I appreciate you so much. And I have a shout out for you, but I didn't get it up on there, but great job, Charles. You were doing some great mailers here. Okay, I really got to tell you. Oh, Char says, I will share the designs with you via email. I made them like parodies using it. I gotta see that. I gotta see that. I know Justin says Facebook is going to delete old live videos, but well, I hope they didn't. I thought about that just recently because I heard about that. I mean, I have all my live shows, and I made these cheat sheets. If any of you remember, I should just give these away. I may do this on the next live. So if you're watching this, this would be a real good reason to watch the next live. I may do this on maybe a series of live. For years, or at least a couple years, every live show I did, this is going pretty far back, but it doesn't matter. Like there's so good stuff. You wouldn't find it outdated at all. What I did to encourage people to show up live, but this was on Facebook, this wasn't on YouTube, was if you were live, I had you hit a hashtag to prove that you were live, and we just sent you my summary of that. They were cheat sheets of that live's episode. So I planned every single episode out. I ran it on kind of a schedule, so the information, it wasn't a lot of chitter chatter like these are. So it's just like outstanding information on a certain topic, and I just made a cheat sheet of that, like a summary of the live show on a specific topic, and anyone who showed up live would get that. We'd automatically email. I literally had someone who worked for me for like 6 years just doing that. Like that was a main task of hers, was to just email everyone who was live on the show these cheat sheets. And then I have a compilation of them. I have to have at least a couple dozen. I mean, these were the ones that were like really scripted shows where I really had a really like strong topic, and I made these cheat sheets. So I may just give those away. I may just give the zip file of all the cheat sheets. It was really great. If any of you remember, I don't know if anyone, Char might have been around. Yeah, I don't know. He might have been around. Scott Meisner was probably around. I can't remember. You're going back to like 10 years, but it's all the same stuff. It's all like the same stuff. Oh, Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's a good one. Jupe. I mean, those still stand the test of time. Nautica Voyage. That's a killer fragrance. Nautica Voyage is outstanding. Aqua di Gio. That's a spring, summer. If you don't want to spend a fortune, I would go Aqua di Gio. I mean, you got to have that one. You got to have that. Now they have all the Profumo, Profondo. They have all the they call them flankers. Weirdest business you've ever seen. Man, I just seen one. I can't say it because I don't have their permission. I guess I could probably say it. I've never seen something like this before. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't know if these people are cool with it, but this just was recent. Not necessarily weird, kind of just not normal. So if you're going by the definition of not something I've ever seen, it's an event. It's an event that tests you can go, and it tests your partner's infidelity. And it says it on the card. It's like it's this DNA test, this community event, and you can go there and bring. It listed a bunch of stuff like their underwear, cigarette butts, what was it, nail clippings. And they'll test it. They'll test it for someone else's DNA. So you could take your man's freaking drawers and and bring it there, and they'll test it to see if it's got someone else's DNA on it. That's wild. I never seen that before. I thought about I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Sarah. She ain't. I had the kidney stone. I haven't had one in a couple of years, but maybe in 2016 or something, I had one. I've had them multiple times over the years, but around then I had to go. I was peeing like every 2 seconds. I'm like, something's wrong here. I go to the doctor, and he's like, I really want to check for freaking gonorrhea or something. And I'm like, he's like, I know you're probably a faithful man, I know, but you get to go on a business trip, you get a little, and I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't have He's like, nah, he's like, no judgment, you know, you're on that business trip, and you're like, I don't. So it turned out it was the kidney stone. It wasn't the freaking clap or whatever he was trying to test on me. What fragrance do you like today? Sorry, because it changes, you know. YSL is probably my, Yves Saint Laurent is probably my favorite right this moment. There's a lot of Creed. Man, and if you, I also really enjoy Unique Scents. If you see the Zoology collection, there's some crazy ones. I enjoy something that's unique, and it's different for everyone. You know, it's just different for everyone, and I will rotate back around and things. Oh my God, I forgot about this one. I even have some really old. I have Victoria's Secret's Very Sexy, the very first one. That was a great, man, that bottle is amazing. I have Victor and Rolf's Antidote. If any of you guys are really into fragrances, you'd be so jealous to see Antidote, that I have Antidote, which hasn't been around in 20 plus years. Aqua Velva. That's amazing. Himalaya, White Diamonds. Remember what was the when I was a late teen? What was the one? There were a lot of girls were wearing crap. I can't remember it now. I can smell it, and there was cucumber melon and stuff, but it was one. It was very vanilla, super vanilla fragrance. It was super vanilla fragrance. I can't remember what it is now. I know it in a heartbeat if I heard it. The female ones I get a little hazy on because I don't. You know what I really like is Hilfiger. Is it the Hilfiger? It's a really nice. I bought it for Sarah, and sometimes I'll wear it. It's almost unisex, and I can't think. It's Hilfiger. Crap, it's really neat. It's a really nice scent. If Sarah was watching, she could tell me. It's a female fragrance. Definitely female fragrance, but it works in my opinion, works for a guy too. Tommy Bahama. Yeah, I don't own any Tommy Bahama, but I'm familiar with them. Yeah, Adventus, yeah. Yeah, Adventus is worth it. The regular Adventus, EDP or EDT, whatever. Yeah, it's EDT, I think. But now they have a perfume one. I haven't tried that one, surprisingly. Guess he's tired, not as hyped up. Well, I drove 4 hours. I had to drive 4 hours today, so I am a little taxed. CK1, CKB was great back in the day. CKB was really great. CK Sport is not too bad too. It's like a cherry cigar kind of flavor. Bubble Boy. Oh my God, what was I have to talk about split extensions. I could see you directing. I used to, you know, what I like filmmaking, like it's something that really interests me, and I've made I was really into it for a while. That's how I learned to edit, actually. So I can visualize everything. My visualization is really strong, scarily, almost to where I can visualize things almost as if I'm watching them. So I can play a whole thing that I'm planning in my head and just watch it. It's almost like a movie. It's a very strong skill, I guess, that I've been born with. But that's really, it's good for making video. Like, I see the video in my head. So when I edit and stuff, I see it. I see what I want. Like, I see it. All right, I really got to talk about, Kirk, remember about the snowmobile. Bernard, his name was. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was crazy. There's still a copy of it out there. Oh, Ivy says hi. Sarah's here. She's watching all this. Oh, that's funny. Ivy says hi. How crazy. I'm here, you dork. Maybe you should send yours in. Oh, she never watches these. She says hi and leaves. I didn't realize she was watching that. Yeah, it was also, someone said they probably get some, there was also like a father testing. I mean, that was crazy. I'm just never seen the paternity testing wouldn't like strike me like is so, but it was the infidelity testing I've just never seen that. I've never seen that. Dracar Noir. Yeah, remember that one? They still make it. That is a very nice. And Hugo Boss. I'll smell that one every now and then just for fun. Chris Simpson. So all right, Chris, do you like that hoodie or no? He didn't like the camo hoodie. I thought I was getting fancy for him. Sold a lot during the live show. You and Scott Meisner. That's incredible. Brute 33. Crap by Dior. Oh, Deion Daniels is if you can't afford. Yeah, yes, they say that's the Club de Nuit Intense is the copy of it. I haven't smelled it, so I don't know how close it is to Aventus, but they say that it is. Issey Miyake, yeah, excellent sense. Oh yeah, the Parfum de Marly. Leighton is great. Leighton is a fantastic fragrance. That is the only one that I have is Marly of them. That is a great scent. That is a great scent. Okay, I'm sorry, Skate with Janine. Okay, let me tell you about Split Extension. And I don't want to get sidetracked. I don't know I'm writing on a piece of paper because you can't see there. Split extensions. Pay attention to this. Split extension solves two issues that are common, really common with 9x12s. One is if you want to get a higher price. So if you want to get like 700, 800, 900, 1,000, I would say 700 and up. If you want to get into this higher range of prices, if you want to charge higher money, bigger money, split extensions are for you. It also solves a pretty big problem that anyone who's done 9x12s consistently will have experienced. The money, the profit is long gone by the time you get your card out. Like you get your card out and that money, you've made your profit. Now you have to get the card out. You have to go get new advertisers. It's just this repeating cycle, which is fine, but it's kind of frustrating when you have to start from scratch every single time. Split extensions is a solution to that. It's a little bit advanced, but if you've got cards going out, you might want to incorporate this, and especially if you want to get higher prices. It's not that our 9x12s aren't worth more. The reason we charge $500, $600, $700 is because it's an easy price point. Otherwise, we'd just do 20,000 piece cards, or we'd sell them at $1,000 a piece. I really think that you can get $1,000 per space. $1,000 per space on a 9x12 is a bargain. It's kind of, in my opinion, this is just subjective, it's still a bargain price. Because if you're were to do a postcard yourself to 10,000 people, you're spending $5,000 to $10,000. You're spending $5,000 to $10,000. You're probably spending $7,000, $8,000, somewhere around there on average. So getting it for $1,000, even though it's a smaller space, but getting it for $1,000 is really a bargain. 10 cents per household is a great deal. The issue is that not everyone is going to be like have $1,000 just sitting around. Yeah, here's $1,000. For many businesses, they just don't have that. And I personally really like working with businesses that don't have that. Like I like working with businesses that can't come up with $1,000 right away, because those are often businesses that you just feel like you're helping. You're working with a really small mom and pop. They've never gotten any kind of good advertising before, and here's a way that they can really change their business around that they've never experienced. I like that. I don't want to rule people out. I know early on I realized that I didn't want to rule people out. I want to sell stuff in this $500 range or something where every small business can afford it. Sure, I can sell. That's what turned me off from one of the things that turned me off from like websites and stuff. I have to start charging $1,000, $2,000, like that. I'll never be able to work with these really, really small businesses, these really, really small mom and pops that don't have thousands of dollars to spend. So I like having stuff in this like sub $1,000 range. How you can get a higher price if you saying, I want to sell these things for $700, $800. I can sell them for that, but I just can't get people to afford to come up with that money right away. You can do the split extensions. This is a really ingenious thing. I'm going to give myself credit for this. It's brilliant. It took me a lot of thinking to make this work, but it's super simple and it works really well. You take the price that you are totally comfortable getting, the minimum price. So let's say that's $500, okay? $500. Let's just say that. Let's just say you are totally okay getting $500 per space, or $600, $550. Just think of the bottom, what you are okay getting. You're going to sell the space at, say, $750. Okay, you're going to pitch this. You're going to charge $750, which is a bargain. Maybe you're charging $1,000, but if they want to do it now, it's $750. However, you're going to do that. You don't sell it for $750. You split it up and you extend it. So you're gonna. It's all it is $250 down. You give me $250 down, and then $250 when the ad's done. When I complete the ad, $250 now, $250 when the ad's done, and then $250 in 30 days. You split it and you extend it. So now it's $250 down, $250 on the ad completion, and $250 in 30 days. In a month. You could say in a month. This makes it really, really affordable. So they only have to come up with $250 down. They'll do the other $250 when you do the ad, and then $250 in a month. It gives you some credibility too, because it's like, hey, this guy isn't even asking for all the money right now. I can swing that. I can budget that. $250 now, $250 when the ad's done. That's why I know he's not taking off my money, and then $250 in 30 days. I can do that. Sometimes it's not that they don't believe that it's worth $750 or $1,000. Just they don't have that kind of money right there. It's not sitting right there. They don't know. This makes the process easy. So in the worst case, they don't pay that final $250 and they stiff you. Whatever, they disappear. They don't pay it. You're still okay because you sold it for the amount that you're okay getting. You still got $500. The good thing is most of them will still pay, and now you get to collect an additional $250 from everyone. That adds up to thousands of dollars. So now you got paid, the card's gotten paid. You made profit of thousands of dollars. And now in 30 days later, from each ad sold. So this is staggered. Today you get to collect $500. Tomorrow you get to collect $250. The next day you get to collect another $250. You're collecting all this money a month later. And now you got another card, and it's all staggered. So you have money. You're collecting money all the time. That's split extensions. For any of you that aren't aware, it's split extensions. So now I can start talking about cologne and fragrances because Janine corralled me back into talking on what I should have been talking about. Abercrombie and Fitch. Was it Fire? What was the big one? Why can't I remember that now? Fire? Scott Meisner was a Drakkar Noir, and David off Blue Water. Oh, I mean, yeah. What a great fragrance. Cool Water. You're talking about Cool Water, not Blue Water. Cool Water. I was gonna say, wait a second. Blue Water. It's Cool Water. That's an iconic fragrance. Two iconic fragrances there. Sarah's watching, but she couldn't look, but she had it on. I appreciate you, Sarah. She was actually spent a bunch of time here. She's normally not here in the office, not too much, but she spent some good time. We had a late lunch together, which was really nice. Just us. Brute, Mike McLean said. Brute. Middle East colognes with the ouds. Man, that's been all the past good 6, 7, probably close to 10 years, all the ouds, yeah. They know how to do it. Dune. Calvin Klein. Anything Calvin Klein is good. Elite gets you mastery. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I know. Mastery course is on its own. You gotta cough it up. But the Elite gets you the Facebook group and the cheaper printing, so they're both really, really good. Chris says Savage. But I hear that douchebag. I didn't know that I don't care. I'm still wearing it. That douchebag. So, yeah, I guess it is, but it's a great scent. It's a really great scent. And if you try the EDT, and now they have the perfume, is very different. So all three are really, really different. I like the EDT personally. Vanilla Field. No, it's not Vanilla Fields. Exclamation. It's exclamation. You know, I was thinking it has an exclamation point, but I'm like, no, it's Jupe, and that's not what it. But it was actually the fragrance exclamation. It was a really popular fragrance for a while in like the late 90s. You guys remember? For females, exclamation was called. You guys remember that? Paco Rabanne. Jean Net. I don't know that one. That's incredible that you can smell something and it takes you right back to a certain time, right? Or a certain person or a time or an age. Paul says, I had no idea there were this many sensor people that, oh yeah. With my Axe deodorant. Yeah. The fragrance game, you know, it's fun, man. I've been into it forever. Sarah will agree. Boy, I love scents. Jason says, that's funny. I'm worried about my client's ads in my first. It looks fine. Trust me. It looks fine. Back on track to extensions. He don't like the camo. If you want that jet black, I'll send you that jet black. That's what you wanted. I'll send you. Ronnie says he's glad that it caught this. No notification from YouTube. Oh, that sucks. Joshua Polche also sold a law firm. Yes. Sell them some suede cards too. Cuban cigar, $5 at the Booth Mall at the mall and smells amazing. Libre de Orange. Herman. Oh, I don't know that one. Orange, that's like Neroli, Tom Ford. Any of the Tom Ford fragrances. Lost Cherry and Neroli and tobacco vanilla. Stetson. Yeah, thanks, Chris. I do. They're good. Independent trading company. They're my favorites. Yeah, the original Very Sexy. I still have a bottle of it. Oh, so good. So good. Remember, Sarah, man, it was my favorite for a long time. We don't wear it now. You don't, because it's just aged out. Why can't I think of it? It's blue. I can't even think of who it's by. Why can't I think of this? It's one of the most popular women's fragrances for a while. It's blue. It's a soft blue. It's by a designer. I can't think of the name. Char says he does that with website builds, a down payment and then an additional payment or two later. It's a great way to just stretch that money out for them and for you. Is there a way to set that up in Stripe to charge them automatically? Yeah, but I'm not that fancy, but there is, because you can get their card on file and at least in Square, I don't know in Stripe if you can, but in Square, you can send them an invoice and you can have it set to where you can run their card automatically. And you can just put that as a requirement, and then you run the card in 30 days. It's just going to come. Oh, do you want to do some more? Okay, we can still talk here, but let me run some more contest. Tyler Green be up in here. What's this look like? What's this U.S. looking like? Who's over there in Sacramento? Justin Luna. Who's in Denver? Oh, that was Julie. Who's in Iowa? Who is that? Oh, Caitlin. Oh, who's way up here? In North Dakota. Is someone really in North Dakota? Devil's Lake. Oh, yeah, it is, because that's where he is. And he just put out his 9x12. He's a racer. He's a freaking car racer. Jeremy Johnson in Knoxville. I'm going to be creeping on every single one of you guys. Where you might be in Texas. I'll find you. Texas. Freaking going over to the, what's that barbecue place? Where's the guy that does the brisket? That's where I'd be. Okay, more contest winners. Who's winning? You already won. Spin this wheel. Cool Water. That was a good fragrance. I don't know if I have a... Ricky Racer won. You deserve it. What'd you win? Let's spin this thing. Jupe. You won the big course. I don't know if you already have it, but you won it. Steven says, how do I get on the wheel? Well, you just, all you got to do is comment. That's it. Sorry, brain glitched out for a second. I've had a long day. If putting the courtroom crafter, man, that's the same color as our local school here. It freaked me out for a second. I said, is this someone here from New York Mills? Jesus Christ. The courtroom crafter, if putting, oh, that's University of Florida, isn't it? They got them same blue and orange. If putting a restaurant on a card, do y'all stick to just one restaurant? Oh, this is a good question. No, you can put as many restaurants as you want, and I would not go to like you could have a Mexican restaurant, a burger joint, a pizzeria, an Italian restaurant. I would not put 2 Italian restaurants. I wouldn't put 2 pizzerias. I wouldn't put 2 burger joints. But you can do them all. Every single you could do Chinese takeout, and then you could have an Asian restaurant. Totally. You could even have sushi in there. I would just make sure that they are not direct competitors, like direct cuisine competitors. Juke got your auntie pregnant. Oh, man. Burberry. The Clubman aftershave. Oh, it's got, yeah, is that still around? I kind of remember seeing that or something. I got to smell some Aqua Velva. I still have what is it? I still have it. I'll use it every now and then. The skin bracer in the green bottle. That's a one that brings you back. 2 slots left, Max Chambliss. And welcome to the club in the High Response Elite Club. I saw that. I seen you in there today. Old Spice swagger. I don't think it's a spray. Maybe there's a spray, but that's a deodorant. I would say cheapest, though. I don't know if any of you guys would agree. Cheapest would probably be Nautica Voyage. That's like still a killer fragrance. It's a great smelling scent. Nautica Voyage is great, and it's cheap. It's really cheap. You're talking like $10, $12. Nautica Voyage is a really good one. You know what's a great it's discontinued. Unfortunately, it's discontinued. I tried to buy some. I ended up getting 1 bottle that I could find like a few months ago. So now I have 2. I have one that I use, and then 1 full unopened is Hollister SoCal. That one is a really unique, for being a Hollister fragrance, it's a really unique scent. You know, you start getting into fragrances and it's hard to find unique things. It's really hard to find something that's just like totally different. And Hollister SoCal is a great fragrance. If any of you have tried it, I'd love to see another. Oh, it's so good. I want to smell it right now. I just want to spray that bottle so bad. Oh, and it's a great summer fragrance. I'm so mad that it's gone. Fierce. I was saying fire. I couldn't remember Fierce. Yeah, man, that thing was. What's the? Me and Sarah will wear a unisex one. Abercrombie and Fitch. No, not Sander for men. Something with an S, and it's a unisex fragrance, and it's great. How do I buy your stuff when I go to your site? I can't even sign up. I know my site's a little crazy. Depends what you want to buy. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff. Can you show on screen a 9x12 card compared to a 6x12? Oh, man, I'm in this new space, so I'd have to go quite a distance to get to our shop, and I don't feel like doing that right now, especially so deep in the live. I don't have anything up here. I have 0 samples or anything up here. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Tiffany. I wish I could. Inks from China, yeah, I know. Vegetable soy inks, but and I found out that the inks, originally we bought them from the US, and then we found out that the inks really actually are coming from China, and they're just rebranded. But there was some weird temperature fluctuation things that was causing them to like get gummy. But we've resolved that, and they're the same thing. The problem is it's the same. You get them from one distributor, and then they're actually coming from China. Freaking getting tariffed up in here. Heavy in the fragrance game. Okay, nice. I didn't know we had a bunch of frag heads in here. In New York, law firms sending mailers. Oh, they have, of course, they got all these rules. Let them deal with that. Oh, Cindy's not into fragrances. That's okay. That's okay. You're into something else that's probably pretty cool. Lagerfield, Kenneth Lager with his thing, with he's got that thing on his neck he always wears. Old Spice sounds like my grandpa. That's a good thing. Bulgari. I had the one that was it looked like a hockey puck. I still have it. I don't know how it would smell now. The thing's probably 30 years old. Does the split extension also work with it? Split strike is a great system. Yes, you could combine them both, but you're getting crazy. Split strike is great, but it's very advanced. It's hard to remember. It's hard for new people to really do well. Split strike, for those of you that don't know it, it's where you really deserves its own video, but brief overview. It's where you split your mailing into 4 zones. Okay, 4 zones. And if they buy, and so instead of doing 10,000, you're doing 2,500 zones. 2,500 in this zone, 2,500 in this zone. You have 4 zones. And then you work a deal with them, whereas if they get 1 zone, they get another zone for free. They buy 2 zones, they get the 4 zones for free. So in your worst case, they're getting 5, but you price it as if it were, $500. 500 for, so $250 for zone A, or $500 for zone A, $500 for zone B. So if they buy $500, they get another zone for free. So you're getting $500 per spot for a 5,000 piece card, and if they buy 2 spots, they get 10,000. So you're splitting and you're striking. You are splitting up into 4, and if they buy 1, they get another one free, and it encourages them to buy 2 and get 2 free. The worst case, they buy 1 and get 1 free, and you just run them on a 5,000 piece card. Light blue, that's it. That's it, Ronnie. Light blue. Dolce & Gabbana, light blue. I don't know why. It's late in the day, man. My brain was checking out. Different doing the evening live stream. I hope it's okay though. We have 119 people. Probably have more people. I don't know how many people we had earlier, but I don't know if it's a better time or not. I don't know. I hope you guys are getting value out of this. That's for sure. Let's do another winner, and then I'll run through the shout outs again in case anyone missed them. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of the talk about split extensions. Who's winning? I gotta throw more prizes up here. Jeremy Johnson, nice job, Jeremy. What are you winning, Jeremy? H Metals made alive, nice. And Stripe, it's called subscription. The entire course. This thing is rigged, man. I'll be giving so many of these entire courses away. Nice job. Thank you for getting to the convo. Yeah, you got to keep me on track there, Janine. You got to keep me on track. I'm just jealous you're down in, if I remember right, you're in like Miami or something. You're in somewhere really a lot nicer than here. How do we get on the map? Let's check out the map. Oh, we can also check. Wait, we got to do one more thing. You just put your location in. That's all. You just say, I'm in, wherever this person is, wherever. I'll make a bigger deal out of it next time. Man, no one's over here. No one's in you. Where's Joshua? Must have left. Freaking guy. I'm the jerk in Alabama. Little jerk. Minnesota. Alabama. All right, let's do this while we start wrapping this up. Where is this? Well, who's our top commenter? Deion Daniels, nice job. Great to see you all the time. Jeremy Barlow, Stephen Westover, Cindy Lowe. Very nice. Wedobi. I can never say her name right. Courtroom Crafter, J. Right Eyes. Char Canty. Wow, great job. Schrader Designs. Man, I must have missed. I saw a few from you, but I didn't see enough. You guys are incredible. Okay, describe this. Throw an emoji down in there. Describe this chat, this live stream in your best emoji. Oh, yeah, the computer. I didn't check. You're probably in Pittsburgh. Barging into Scott Meisner territory. Tuning in from Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii. Rouse's Point. Where Rouse's Point? Oh my God, I haven't heard that town in forever. You remember that, Kirk? You remember Rouse's Point? If I remember right, Rouse's Point is the northern, like it is on that border with Canada. You're like 10 minutes from Montreal or something. That is way up there. Hit that like button. Hey, Sweet Life Marketing. Sold a spot at 7:30. Leah Bear sold a spot. Scott Meisner sold a spot. Josh Polche sold a spot. And Max Chambliss also sold a spot. All while on this live show. That is incredible. Aurora, Illinois. Arizona. Charts over in Arizona. Max Chambliss wants to pay for that side host special pricing. I'm just happy to see you in the Elite Club selling spots because I know you were planning it for so long. It's nice to see you actually getting it going. Lara says, awesome on the split payment advice. Thank you. Scrolling through the chat, trying to figure out what the topic. I would say if you want the most value in the least chatter, would be to find, if you scroll around where Janine, so I'm talking for 10 minutes or something, and just find where Janine says, talk about today's thing, split extensions. That you want to do that. Look for that on there. Just found this Saturday and excited. Oh yeah. Where's right guard. Oh, the right guard deodorant. Doesn't that stuff start to stink after you keep? Yeah, some of it you keep just because they discontinue, and sometimes the ingredients become illegal. They might use animal musk, and they might use certain products that end up being illegal, so they don't make them anymore. So there's a value to that. If they're in the sunlight, they can go bad, but you can still get, like on the really old stuff, you can still get an essence of it, and you still have the bottle. So. Oh, Mike McBride with his first 9x12 hitting mailboxes. I'll check these in a second. Preferred stock. I mentioned that because I said that was the first fragrance I ever really smelled. We were on a field trip, and I was in probably like 6th grade, and this kid had preferred stock, and it sounded really cool, the name. And I remember, smelling it. I was blown away that this was cool. Preferred stock. So that was actually the first thing I really smelled as a kid. Snuggle fabric softener. I used to put the Downy sheets in my bed all the time. I love that smell, the April Fresh. And again. Yeah, I'm tired. I know my eyes. I am tired, man. I drove so far today, and I went to sleep at like 1 a.m. Harold McCadden is here. Great to see you. Elizabeth. Yeah, we're just about wrapping it up here. I'm going to check. So they got the brain, we got the nose, got the eggplant. It was spamming the eggplant. The pills, the Soviet Union flag. The fire. My son, he wouldn't do that now, but he was in like 6th grade, and they like had a project, and they said draw a flag or something. He drove the big Soviet. Oh, that's a Chinese flag right there. So he drove the Soviet flag with the sickler on it or something. I'm like, you can't be driving the Soviet. He goes, I thought it looked cool. Then he had something, I remember he put the paper and it said Caden's game or something that said rusty knife. And they had like these weapons and stuff. He's like 5th, 6th grade. He'd be embarrassed to hear that now. And money bags, the pig's nose, the biohazard. There's like, because of the fragrances. It took me a little bit to figure that one out. Really putting all these noses on there. I actually wanted to be a perfumist. I wanted to be a perfumist. And I bought a bunch of essential oils. I was building they call it an organ. And Sarah will remember that house we were renting with a waterfall in it? We rented this house with a waterfall in the basement. And I was building a fragrance. It was going to be called Triple Black. That was my masterpiece. It's called Triple Black. Jeremy Fragrance. Then he's I haven't seen him in a while, but man, he was crazy with his little spin. Random bot. Oh man, don't get. You're gonna fall in love with some of these. Smell some Creed Aventus. You'll never go back. Oh my God, my eyes are. I'm trying to just. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got. Look, hang on. Let's see. All right, let's see. Where's chart? Oh, right here. Okay. I gotta see this. Oh, they're on shirts. Yeah, you did say. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Oh, that's good. That was good, Char. I can't show it. I don't know. That's his property. That's so funny. You get the whole course, and you get the whole course. I know. I got to do even bigger giveaways next time. I got to be more price space smaller. I know. I gotta do something. All right, I'm scrolling through these comments. I got to sign off here shortly. Jason says he loves the idea of split extensions. That has made my time very worth it, but I am enjoying your broad content as well. Thank you for tuning in. There's lots to learn, and I really also love talking about entrepreneurship and business, sometimes business financials, and just a deep diving into response and solo campaigns, selling print. There's so much. It's such a great thing to get into. I pronounced it correctly. Is there a perfume emoji? Just the nose, apparently. All right, guys. Sold 3 spots. Ronnie said 3 spots, I think. Yeah. Yeah, she said 3 spots. Good. So everyone's selling spots while we're on here. What a great time of the day. Cindy said their emoji doesn't show up. I'm sorry, Cindy. You need to make side hoe shoots right, and next to that a picture of a hoe. Tyler Calhoun says, just closed the deal for a repeat customer for a 3rd time for my 3rd card. I may have a 2nd, 3rd as well. Look at that picture. Look at Tyler's picture in that throne, in that fancy chair. What a beast. What a stud. The higher the quality of perfume, the longer the scent lasts. Yeah, kind of. That's always a problem, is now it's hard to find ones that really have long lasting sillage, where you can how much they're pronouncing out, and it's always remember when back when they used to last all day and now they don't. That's always a thing you hear from the community, and I feel like it's the same too. A lot of these scents used to last so long, and now they seem to not last as long. And now they make flankers. So now they make 10 versions of one thing because they're running out of stuff. So they make 10 different every year they've got a new version called flankers. Soap and Glory, holy crap. Oh yeah, Gain dish soap. The Gain fabric softener is really nice. Okay, I think it's time to go. Keating territory. Yeah, Rouse's Point. Yeah, remember that? Rouse's Point. Okay. This is, Char says I can show it. That's so funny. Who cares? The political. Who cares? It's just funny. Can you see it? It says Department. We got dismantled the Department of Education. I mean, that's just as funny as Biden pooping his pants and Kamala's with the knee pads or whatever. I see someone had those stupid memes, the Chinese memes or whatever, that steal all your information. Everyone does the thing. The the freaking Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, the knee pad collection or something. And then I didn't see a Trump one. I'm surprised. I didn't see a Trump one yet. Not yet. It was so funny, though. Who cares? Who freaking cares? They're all out to get us. See you next time, Cindy. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm so tired. My throat is so dry. I have no water up here, nothing. I literally just putting this space together. Okay, that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Thank you for showing up. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Yeah, that's all. I gotta go. I'm tired. See ya. Bye. I don't even know where the end button is. Wait, what's Janine say? My first sale was my biggest spot. I'm gonna pull it up here. First sale was my biggest spot at $1,800 for a law firm. So I hit the big business to make the most off one client. Those are great clients too, because they're not always looking for a sale every time, for business every time. They're just like, I want on this thing. They can advertise with you for years and years and years, and you're not wondering, oh, did they get any results? They don't care. They just want to be the only law firm on there. They just want to get themselves on there. Wait, let me run through everyone again real quick, because I promised I would do that, and I didn't. Real quick, big shout out to Dan Johnson, Jessica Rocio, Ron Meadows, Michael Houlihan, Nathan Wyatt, Ralph Berenix, Caitlin Carlston, Lance Thomas, Matt McClure, Sarah Walston, Berkshire Neighbors, Tyler Bouchard, Joshua Polche, Stephen Bailey, Dorn and Lucy Brenton, all this week's 9x12 shout outs. Great job, all you guys. That's it. All done. Bye. I can't find the button. Can't go if I can't find the button. That's it.